Hey everyone, it's Susie McCrea. I hope you're having a magnificent and lovely day. Um, I was I was doing some yard work the last couple days. Nothing major, just getting the leaves done. And it reminded me of a story, and I always love to tell stories. And this one was making me laugh. And there is some meaning to it. So hang tight. So back in 1994, I moved into a new home that I had built. I didn't build it. I had it built for me. And I needed like the lawn done and, seeded. And I also needed the shrubs put in. So my dad um, was a horticulturalist and he was excellent at doing any kind of planting, seeding, gardening, whatever. So daddy came to help me and he knew what seeds and everything for the lawn, chewing fescue, this one here, whatever. I let him do his thing. He's a big help. And I had a hot tub outdoors. So I had the new house, a new hot tub, and it was on a concrete slab. And next to the hot tub, the hose for the lawn, the sprinkler. I did not have a sprinkler system. I used, moved the sprinklers around. And what I started noticing on the concrete was some water. And I couldn't determine if the water was from um, the hose dripping because some of it was coming underneath the hot tub. And then I thought maybe there was a problem with the hot tub. So I was not an expert with hot tubs and it had all the pipes and everything. And it was new. So I called the hot tub company and out came Wayne to check the hot tub. And I could tell right away this was going to be something else because this guy postured with a know-it-all. He was a know-it-all, which was okay because my dad and I are pretty easygoing. So he came over and he immediately starts quizzing me, okay, about everything, really trying to make me wrong about anything I tried or did. Well, did you think it was the hose? Did you check under here? And I stayed very calm and cool. And I said, yeah. I said, I checked that. I wasn't sure. Of course, you guys are the experts. That's why we called you, Wayne. And my father's over, over. I can still see it now, raking and doing his thing. So he checked a few things underneath, and lo and behold, there was a problem. They needed to change a part or tighten it or whatever. But the funniest part was he continued to question me. So he says to me, how often are you supposed to change the water in the hot tub? And I said, well, I was told twice a year. And he goes, no, every 6 months. And of course, that's what I meant twice a year. So my father looks at me and says this word for word. He must be on the lunar calendar. This pissed Wayne off. He left in a huff. And my dad and I laughed about it because it was classic Joe McCrea. He must be on the lunar calendar. He made like a really uncomfortable situation very, very funny, very, very witty. So, what's my point in all this? Okay, I had learned this a long time ago from a mentor, and easy words, but hard to follow. If you want complete freedom and peace and power in your life, stop trying to be right and making others wrong. Stop trying to look good. Okay, we do that a lot. People say something, it's not accurate, or we've got evidence. We have evidence that you're wrong in what you said. No, 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 no. We put our energy into that. So I was thinking a lot about that today, and my dad, and doing the yard work and the lunar calendar. And it just struck me as, a moment to talk about how often do people try to make us wrong, and they try to be right so they can look good. But then again, how often do we do it? Okay. Once again, if you want some peace, freedom, and power in your life, step back, give space to people, let them do it. You don't have to go gather all this evidence and prove everybody wrong. The truth usually does prevail most of the time. You know, don't burden yourself with trying to be right all the time and making others wrong. It doesn't look good either. But anyway, we did make him we we did make fun of him, and maybe that was bad to do, but it was a classic moment, and it was funny. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a great rest of your day.